say, I heard about Nathalia many years ago before I even knew Nathalia. She was a student in one of our elementary schools where Dan Bennett, who's on our team, was a principal. And I heard him talk with this great young woman who's going on, and you will hear about all her achievements. Now she's come back to Chicago. 87% or higher of our alumni are in the Chicagoland area, like Mike Melendrez, right here in the city, coming back and working and making our city a better place. Nathalia is a tremendous story, and she's only getting started. And listen to what she's accomplished and what she's done. You can only imagine the future. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your big shoulders, and thank you for sticking with us in these ups and downs and being part of Los Niños. Nathalia Espinosa, please come up here and tell us what it's all about.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Nathalia Espinosa. I was born and raised on the north side of Chicago into a large Ecuadorian family. My family has always been the center of my universe. They've taught me the importance of being united and taking care of one another. Because at the end of the day, all we really truly have is each other. My parents have raised me to be a good daughter, sister, and citizen. They've shaped me to be respectful, responsible, and virtuous, knowing these values will last a lifetime. But above all, my parents have instilled in me an appreciation, value, and eagerness for education. Since early childhood, they've strongly urged me to prioritize school above all else, and to learn from their mistakes, not wanting me to struggle as they did. My grandparents migrated during the 80s and settled in Logan Square. They've always held a strong faith and are committed to passing down the Catholic faith in our family. That's why they made it a priority to provide my mother, aunt, and uncle with value-based education. This tradition continues today with my younger sister currently attending a Catholic school. Big Shoulders Fund has played an important role in helping my family and me prioritize quality education, beginning from elementary school to high school to college and even beyond. As a young kid in elementary school, I was curious about my surroundings, but my shyness limited my social interactions. However, there was always one individual who saw me as a deserving student, who would help me through all my schooling, elementary, high school, college, and even now into my career in obtaining a quality education. At St. Sylvester, I had a great principal, Mr. Dan Bennett, who is now the Senior Director of Scholarships at Big Shoulders Fund, who applied on my behalf for Big Shoulders Fund scholarships, which I truly give a million thanks and has allowed me the opportunity to continue the gift of education. Becoming a Big Shoulders Fund scholar provided me with numerous opportunities to grow as a person. In 7th grade, I was invited to have an enriching experience attending the Big Shoulders Fund saddle camp at Brush Creek Ranch in Saratoga, Wyoming. Through this opportunity, I was able to discover my love for science, nature, and traveling. With the help of Big Shoulders Fund, I was able to attend St. Benedict Preparatory School. There I grew stronger in my faith by becoming a Eucharistic minister, which allowed me to travel through immersive study abroad programs, seminars, and take learning outside of the classroom. I was able to travel to New York, Belize, Guatemala, and Italy, and was part of a protege program working at Duke Animal Hospital as a vet technician. In the summer, I was also able to return to the same campsite that had embraced me with so much love and excitement, but this time, I was a junior camp counselor. In this new role at Brush Creek Ranch, I mentored groups of 6th and 7th grade students. I was able to meet lots of kids and great people who would enable me to have an enriching experience with other mentors. I always knew I wanted to work with children, and this opportunity traveling to Brush Creek Ranch has strengthened that belief. During my senior year in high school, I was accepted to Denison University in Granville, Ohio as a Posse Scholar. For those of you who do not know much about Denison University, here's a fun fact. It's actually where Steve Carell and Jennifer Garner graduated from too. Just before returning or leaving for college, I returned to St. Sylvester School to attend my brother's 8th grade graduation and ran into my former principal again, Mr. Dan Bennett. After sharing some laughs and catching up, he encouraged me to apply for Big Shoulders Fund Greer STEM Scholarship. a program which he was initiating, which I was excited to pursue. Throughout college, I had a supportive mentor who would check up on me every semester to see how I was doing in my academics and within my educational life. In addition, there were great mentors I could reach out to who made me feel very welcomed and comfortable. They provided dedicated support to students through holding individual sessions which enabled them to get to know every student and understand which areas of support would be useful. In addition, I was offered opportunities to participate in career boot camps, which help students build to improve their resume, prepare for interview questions, write effective cover letters, create strong LinkedIn profiles, and learn other career management skills that are important for students when applying to internships or jobs. These mentorships gave me opportunity to reflect on my life in college. Throughout being in college, there were difficult moments that can overwhelm a student, and being able to check in with the Greer mentors and other Greer scholars for guidance and talk to them about the difficult moments made my college experience much more enriching. During those 4 years at college, the pandemic had hit, which gave us all a scare, whether it being with loved ones or worrying on having to transition virtually. The social and financial support that I received from Big Shoulders Fund has compelled me to give back in any way that I can. With the help of Big Shoulders Fund, I was able to decide my future career. I had been struggling with the type of health profession I wanted to pursue, and was considered becoming a nurse practitioner or a physician assistant. Luckily, my Big Shoulders Fund mentor, Sheila Fan, was able to set me up with a meeting through Zoom, where I had the opportunity to meet with a PA to learn more about this career. Through this meeting, I was able to ask clarifying questions that helped me make the decision that is best for me, which is becoming a physician assistant. To pass the craziness of the pandemic and deal with family-related emergencies, I turned to school as a coping mechanism to distract my mind. Ever since I was young, I had the drive and persistence that had always been there to encourage me to continue to further and never give up on my education, no matter what obstacles stood in my way. During my senior year of college, I needed to complete over 1,000 hours of clinical hours for PA school. I decided and dedicated the entire year to obtain 4 certifications, which is my EKG, phlebotomy, PCT, and CNA, that would help me allowed to work in a hospital. Doing this required me to travel back and forth from Chicago to Ohio, which is a 6.5-hour drive each weekend. I remember the long and tough days where I had to leave campus every Friday after my 3 p.m. class to take the Greyhound bus to Chicago and arrive at 9 p.m., followed by waking up early the next day on Saturday to attend class till 3 p.m. for my certifications. I would then leave to go back to Denison on Sunday night at 11 p.m. on the bus to arrive at 8 a.m. in Ohio in time to attend my 9:30 a.m. class for that week. I would commit to this schedule every week my entire senior year up until graduation. My inner drive continued to push me forward, and Big Shoulders mentors frequently checked up on me to assure that I was doing well and not overtiring myself. Maintaining a heavy academic and rigorous workload from college, working 3 jobs, and commuting to Chicago every weekend required dedicated persistence. Big Shoulders has always been there to assure I was following the path that did not harm my mental or physical health. I decided to commit to all these things in order to plan for my future. Applying and attending to PA school. Obtaining these certifications for my gap year allowed me to begin working in a hospital in Chicago after graduating college in order to complete my clinical hours and save as much as I could for graduate school. Those tough long nights of studying on the bus paid off, because I currently work in Northwestern Memorial Hospital as a combined EKG, phlebotomist, and patient care technician, which gives me experience in the healthcare field while I take classes, prereqs for PA school. My desire to help others who are faced with much greater challenges and to reach out to those left in the margins of society pushes me to pursue a career in medicine. It is a precious opportunity to heal, to repair the broken, and to comfort the disheartened. I can only hope that someday I deserve such a great responsibility and carry through the best of my ability as a PA. With the encouragement and support of Big Shoulders Fund, I can continue to pursue higher education and make a difference in the medical field. I believe that my background and experience will allow me to better empathize with patients, to see through their wounded bodies and into the resilience of their souls. I strive to make a difference for individuals seeking care and have the desire to promote quality care for different patients. This powerful ability to reflect on the past experiences and empathize with individuals gives me the chance to develop a deeper and more personal sense of connection, an essential step in making a difference to many. Big Shoulders Fund has always been there to uphold and encourage me, my family, and many other scholars whose goal is to make the world a better and kinder place. Thank you all for today and in the future to uphold and encourage our students. Just as my grandparents said, at the end of the day, all we have is each other.